Hello? Hello? Where are the gnarly homies at? Skateboarding is dead. Get off the stage, idiot. Skate parks have been relatively empty for a very long time now. They're usually only packed on weekends once in a while, but not so much anymore. I've seen other people talking about the death of skateboarding, the end of skateboarding, and the thing is, I don't much care from the community perspective of having everyone in the world like the thing I do. Like, I don't need skateboarding at all to be this socially cool thing, but it very much sucks for the people who love skateboarding, who've built the companies that we have, and so many of the companies are going under. These people dedicating their lives to the craft and to the community, now not going to have job words. To be fair, it's summer. I'm in Texas. People aren't really out and about. It is hot.
Main reason why most people are not skateboarding at this time, since it is the summer of 2025, where there has been a lot of heat waves both on the West Coast and East Coast. And I'm sure John Hill definitely feels the heat out in Texas as well.
Also, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, the best website for building websites. Isn't that interesting? Gotta block the wind with my hand or something. Skateboarding is the best activity, sport, hobby ever. Not only is it massively creative, but it is unbelievably stimulating and rewarding, physically speaking. It keeps your explosive strength up as well as you age. So all in all, it is just the best activity ever. Unfortunately, I think people nowadays who are so segregated into their online worlds, if they are looking for something to do outside, they're probably looking for something with a bit more community. I think this is actually why so many people are into fitness now, because when you go to the gym, it's essentially a built-in community. And I think we're kind of interested now in being part of a popular culture now, because it's an instilled community, which we have less of nowadays. As wonderful as skateboarding is, I mean, look around. Especially being 34 years old, it's very hard to find people my age who have free time to go to the skate parks. And then on the weekends, I'm especially busy because I have a child. I think this is the fate of all hobbies. They become harder to do as you get older. So for me, it almost becomes more isolating as I age. There's always gonna be the core group of people who love skating, who push skating, and it's really cool to see the new talent that comes in pretty often. But in terms of the popularity of skating, it's just not dependable. It's not something you can really think about or plan or build a business around like some people have. If the popularity wanes, the business wanes. That's why so many of us, people like myself who have made a career out of this, have taken a step back and try to figure out other ways to make a living, you know, doing more normal stuff, I would say. I really don't think this is a new phenomenon at all. I think when the popularity of skateboarding rises, it is for a few years. I think this is something that cities know as well, which is why they don't just buy 10 skate parks immediately. Texas has the room and the space and the good pricing, but if you look at my hometown in Columbia, South Carolina, I've been there since.
I guess that's the reason why. We don't normally see new skate parks being constructed frequently, especially in cities where skateboarding is not that popular. I also agree with John on the fact that skateboarding has its seasonal trends, where some years it becomes very popular, and that popularity, the trend starts to die down, and then it picks up a few years later again.
I was 10 years old, and they really only built one skate park since I lived there. So I think it's always kind of been like this. But before my balls completely sweat off, I have 5 tricks in mind that I kind of want to try today. I have about an hour before I will overheat and cry. So let's just get started, warm up, have some fun, and do the Macarena. Also, there's no way my camera's not gonna overheat in like 8 minutes. That's right, I am manualing. Man, I have not been skating a lot at all recently. Oh yeah, the thing I have in mind requires a blunt slide. Ew. I haven't done this trick in a long time. Woo! Feels the same. No matter how long I take a break, skating really does kind of just feel the same. Blunt, a bar this tiny. Yeah, okay, we got this. So I don't know if I can do this, but I want to do a kickflip manual to front blunt shove. That seems like I'd be so happy with that combo. That'd be the one trick I'd be okay with if we did today. I have 5 on my list, but just this one would make me happy. There we go, look at that. See if it's so hot that it just melts right off. No, it's okay. Oof. Ah! 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 Oh, dude! Ah! Dude, this is hard. Oh my God. Dude, I don't know. This is actually really tough. Dude. Terrible, but I did it. Dude, it's actually really hard to do this. Dude. Woo! I like the way that looked. I actually think shoving out will be a lot easier. The kickflip manual, this is gonna be a bit tougher. So all in all, I don't think this is that much harder, but it is harder. Yeah, solid. Oh, that was so close. Oh, we got this. God, when it's this hot, you cannot afford a bad throwdown.
Instagram clips for the most part usually just show the tricks being landed successfully. And I really appreciate John showing how many attempts, how much war effort you have to put in landing a trick like this crazy combo. He's doing right now.
Dude, this is fun. I already feel sick from trying one trick. There are 5 on the list. Okay, I think the only thing I can really do is try each one 10 times. That's still 40 more attempts in the sun, which is actually really brutal right now. I feel very nauseous. And then, yeah, if I don't do it, I don't do it. Oh, it's just like so much liquid coming out of my face right now. Ah, man, I forget that with the heat, things get sticky way easier. Dude, are you serious? It doesn't feel like it's just directly melting, so hopefully it works. Ah. Dude, why can't I stay straight? Dude, I'm like in it perfect. I don't know why I'm not holding it. Ooh, I don't want to touch the ground. One more. No. Dude, okay, this sucks because like now I'm in that like, well, I don't want to stop trying mode. So one more. Dude, are you serious? Oh, that's hot. All right, we're done. Wow, this is very intense. So the reason I haven't been skating is mostly because of the weather. I've also been trying to get my life together, but the weather has played a huge part. Basically, New York winters, you try to avoid. Texas summers, it's like 4 or 5 months of pretty brutal weather that you want to try to avoid. There are no indoor skate parks except for one like 50 minutes away from me. So I've been skating that undercovered area pretty much exclusively. It's been amazing. So trying to skate outside, I'm learning my lesson. But I think in a few weeks, it actually should be going down again. So that's exciting. But before all that, a quick word from our sponsor. The perks you get with Squarespace are immeasurable. I remember when building a website was difficult. Now it's essentially just drag and drop. They have award-winning templates you can choose from, and then you can just use their AI system to just type in what you want, and it'll just build a site for you, which is incredible. And now you don't even need to have stock of clothing at your house. You can just use their third-party website Printful, connects to Squarespace, and then all of a sudden you can just have like your own clothing brand where this website has all types of merchandise you can choose from. Super nice. I've actually used it a lot with launches I've had in the past. Amazing. Also email campaigns, the best way to engage with your audience if you do have a creative brand, because there's no algorithm. Whoever subscribes actually gets all your notifications, and then they can choose to unsubscribe or subscribe, but it works. Unlike other platforms, the last thing I want to talk about is courses. If you have something exclusive that you can teach, something that you have a specialty in, you can just do it all on the website. You can have videos that load up. I have a free skateboard boot camp type thing, and if you look at that, that's essentially what you can do with building your own course, but you can put a paywall behind it too, so it's like $40 or whatever. I feel like it's, yeah, everything you want as a creative entrepreneur, Squarespace has now. So if you want to check it out, click the link in the description down below, or go to squarespace.com/JohnHill to get 10% off your first purchase or domain. Thanks so much, and let's get down to these last 3 tricks without...
I get imagine that those sponsored really help provide additional sources of income, even if skateboard YouTube videos don't produce a lot of views and do not generate a lot of money from ad revenue.
Passing out. All right, let's see how this goes. This is gonna be interesting. A slide trick in this heat. Kickflip backtail shove. I'm not even gonna try to do any version of this easier, like a backtail. I'm just going straight for it, because energy is so limited. Ay, ay, ay. Wow, that really slid really well. Slid. What the fuck, dude? It's just stupid. Why am I like, I don't know. I'm leaning so badly. Like, I don't know. I'm just not standing straight up over my board. Oh man, I'm done. One more. Okay, I gotta try one more. Shit, one more. Dude, sketch! It's like ankle rolling territory. There we go. 10 no slide nollie flip attempts. We did one trick. I mean, that's cool. Man, I'm not even getting close. Dude, I knew that was gonna happen because I'm losing all my energy. I can't even get up there. Not even close. Good. All right, last trick, thank God. Stair set trick. This one is way smaller than the one I hurt my back on, but still stairs regardless. I'm gonna fully commit because stairs are the easiest, but they can sneak up on you. They can just like, you wake up one day and they're just hard. So ollie, nollie, nollie heel, call it. Oh, what? I cannot believe I landed that horrible, whatever that was. What is up with my nollies? I think it's like the wind is going against me. Maybe it's messing with my head. It's not blowing enough to actually affect my nollie, but I don't know, my front foot's just coming off way too much. Terrible, don't tell anyone. Okay, or it might affect me because that was horrible. Dude, what was that? Dude, what is this? Dude, what is that? Why is it going down instead of up? Dude, this is actually like ruined my entire day. Jeez, brutal. Dude, this is crazy. Dude, this is crazy. It hasn't leveled out one time. Dude, I'm sick. What happened? Oh, my fucking truck just broke. Okay, I wonder if that's the, Yep, okay, sick. I think my truck melted apart, which is cool. This is the kingpin that snapped, I guess, but I think it's literally because it was overheated. This is fine. I thought this melted a little bit, but this is actually in pretty good condition. You can see where it snapped perfectly right here. And I think I still have all the pieces, thank goodness. Like they all sort of ended up next to each other, which is good.
That's so crazy! How the heat can really affect trucks like that! As you can see with John's trucks, it just completely snapped! Question for you guys, have you ever had your truck snap while doing tricks, all because of the excessive heat? Would like to know your experience at the comment section down below.
Good, but I don't have extra trucks, so my temporary hiatus in skateboarding has just extended a little bit. Sorry, I never missed a chance to film a reel. I started a new account and I literally just upload 2 reels there a day. It's all about like fitness and exercise and mindset and stuff because those are the things that sort of carried me through the last couple of years with a lot of stuff happening in my life. And yeah, now I'm like excited to share that kind of stuff, which is sort of why I pulled back on the skateboarding because I love skating. But if less people are doing it anyways, to me it's like, well, skateboarding was great when I was 10. It got me through a lot. But right now, skateboarding isn't getting me through things. It's more like exercise in general, growing older and making sure that you build some longevity in your ass. I also think some people are turned off by maybe their perception of the culture of skating, maybe how I view something like surfing, where it feels like if you're a beginner, then locals won't be into you and maybe they'll be openly critical of you. I think some people sort of view skateboarding as the same thing, even if it's not completely true. I also think people feel a sense of urgency more than ever before. I think as a kid, I felt like a kid, and nowadays 21-year-olds feel like they need to hurry up and get through life because they're blowing it. At 21, you need to be a millionaire already, and I just didn't have this pressure. I guess maybe in my community, everyone didn't have money, so maybe it was easier actually to function in a place like that. Nowadays, I feel like people feel so rushed to succeed financially that they're going to avoid a lot of fun things like skateboarding because it doesn't ultimately lead to monetary gain. I'd love to know your opinion. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.
I wouldn't say that I'm rushing for financial success, but more so working on financial survival during these economic times, which does play a role in limiting my time skating. I would also like to know your thoughts on that topic as well. Later and peace.